Okay, this is a review of my IWC Big Pilot, one of my favourite watches in my collection. Before I get to the watch, it's basically what it comes with. Comes with a leather box. To be honest with you, the box isn't probably its best feature. A lot of the other watches I have come in some nice wooden ones. They've chosen a leather one, which isn't my favourite, but I suppose it's the watch that counts. This one's got a nice little plaque inside saying what number it is out of 500 made. Also inside comes a watch. This is the Saint Exupery model. It's the 4th edition. Also comes with a nice little book, which I've never even looked at before, to be honest. The book gets stored away in the bottom of the box, which sits away quite neatly. Don't even notice that it's there. Comes with this style watch comes with the card style certificate and this card to say which number it is and to show it's genuine. This is probably my favourite one out of all of my Exupery range that I have. I like it for quite a few reasons. Its size, it's a pretty big watch, 46mm, as all the other big pilots are as well. The leather straps finished off very well with the gold on the leather. I've still got the plastic on the inside, as I haven't taken that one off yet. I try to keep them on for as long as I can and let them fall off on their own. Same with the one at the back. I do wear this watch, not every day, but I wear it fairly often, so it's got a few little marks on it now. It's got a couple of little scratches that are very faint. Fingers crossed they'll polish out when it goes for service, as they can get a bit annoying when you look at the scratches on there, but I believe a watch should be worn, not just kept away in a box. So it's one of those things that happen, especially with this gold. It's been 18 karat rose gold, so soft it does scratch very easy. The face on this watch is striking, hand finished. The gold around the numbers, the dials supposedly hand painted. Does look very special compared to a lot of the other big pilots that I've seen. The feature on this face is it's very nice. It's also got the Saint Exupery engraved into the back, which I don't think I can pick up in this light. This is a 7-day power reserve. From what I believe, the watch is actually capable of doing 8 days, but they put a clutch system in place to actually stop it after 7 days, so that way the watch is accurate for the full 7 days. Where most watches, as they start to come near to the end of their power, they'll start to lose a little bit of time. This one keeps its time spot on all the way through, because the watch is actually capable of 8 days, but they do it to 7 just to keep it spot on all the way through. To adjust to power it up, you basically pull the pin out. No, you don't. Sorry. To adjust it up, the time, pull it out all the way. Come in that one a little bit less, and then spin it backwards. Will start to adjust the date, which, as you can see, I haven't worn this watch for a few days. It's now the 29th, so or well out, and then to push it in and then turn back again on yourself. You can see the power reserve start to wind itself up. It does actually take quite a bit to wind it all the way to 7 days. If you allow it to go completely to 0, it takes a good half an hour of wearing the watch before it even starts to power up. Sometimes even for the second hand to move. Could take 2 to 3 days of wearing it constantly, and just the normal motions of moving your hand to get it up to 7 days, which, to be honest, I don't really do. I get it moving naturally, and then I give it a little wind up and let it do it itself after that. Just nick it off a little bit there, and that's it. On this one, as it is a Saint Exupery model, you'll notice it's got the A in the dial, which is one of the differences really between this and I suppose and a normal gold one is the face. The face on the Exupery models, just the way it's finished off, I find it to be the best one out of all of them. Also prefer it more to the Edition 5, which is the calendar. The calendar one just looks too busy, there's too much going on, and it kind of spoils the look of the watch. This one's pretty simple, just the date, power reserve and the time, and it's finished off really well. You can actually get an idea of the size of the watch if I compare it to the Deep Sea. Obviously the Deep Sea has a lot more depth to it, but the size 46mm compared to the 44 of the Rolex, and you can actually see what Rolex have done, where the face is quite small. A lot of the bezels used around the watch frame. This one they've taken the face right to the edge of the watch, so it really does look like it's got a big face. It literally looks twice the size to anything else, which is around the 46mm. I think it's pretty smart the way they've done that. I've got one of my Panerais, not much smaller than this, but the face on this one looks a hell of a lot bigger. As you can see, it does compared to the Rolex, with a watch that's only 2 to 2.5mm, actually bigger than the Rolex. The face looks a lot bigger on the IWC. Pretty hard to zoom in on this camera that I'm using. It won't allow me to focus.